Hello all, welcome to part 2 of the ball drop simulation in which we'll look at constraints, contact, analysis and post-processing. So now that we have assigned materials and sections and everything to this, the next step in this analysis would be creating constraints. So for that I go over here and I click on boundary SPC and I click on create. I want to fix the base over here. So there are a number of options to do it. I select by path. I just want to fix the edges to make this a little bit more flexible, and I select and then I hit apply. Now I want to go to initial conditions and I want to put a velocity on the ball. So velocity is minus 300 meters per second, and I select by part, select the ball, hit apply. Now once this is done, I go to set data and go to set part. I give it a name of contact and I select all three bodies and hit apply. Then I go back to my keyword manager here, and the next step would be putting contact. So as you saw before, in the first step I selected all the three bodies as a part. So in LSDyna you can just do one single contact and have all three bodies to be in contact with each other, or let LSDyna know that anybody can come in contact with anybody. So I go to automatic single surface, hit edit. I give a CID of 1 and title of contact again. So in this type you can see that I want part set ID, which is 2, and then I select contact and then MSID. If you see, I just select 0 for automatic single surface, hit accept and done. So now my contact is set up. I need to set up a termination time for the analysis. So I go to control and then I go to termination time here, and I use zero 0.5 milliseconds. You can see termination time mandatory. So I use 0.5 millisecond, accept, done. Now I select the units for the analysis. I'm selecting millimeters here, millisecond, and mass is kg and temperature is K, accept, done. Now I need to put output controls. So I go to database and first I just go to D3 plot. So this will, I give a time of 0.1. So this is the interval at which stresses, strains, deformations will be captured. These are the standard uh, parameters that will be captured. Accept and done. And I go to the ASCII option. I want the ASCII file also, and I hit edit. And again I select a time of 0.1, and then I select uh, GLStat, which is global statistics. Then I select MATSUM, which is material energies, and then I select SPC force, which is reaction forces. Hit accept and done. So now all my model is set up. I save this project and I save this project as baseline model project save, and then I save the active save keyword as, and I save the keyword file as balldrop.k. Now once this is saved, I need to run it. ls run, and I have my input file over here. I select that input file and I add it in the queue and start running. Now if you see, my run is done over here. I go in my folder in which all the files are created, and you see all the D3 plot files created over here. And I open a sol.out file. This gives me all the information about the run, and it shows me whether there are any errors or anything like that. And then you can see that termination time was reached and everything was normal, and it showed a normal termination. So now I go back to my ls pre-post. I open ls-dyna binary plot, and then I see my D3 plot over here. I open that up. I turn off the mesh. Now first thing to do is check how this animation came about and whether my analysis was correct or not. And then you can see I do a animation over here which shows the ball impact. Now I select just the polycarbonate lens. That's what I'm interested in. I go to fringe component. First I plot is the deformation, and I plot the main deformation which is in the center over here. I can select the time period that I want in which there would be maximum deformation. Then I go to fringe range, or sorry, fringe component, and I go to stress, and I can plot von Mises stress, which is right at the impact point, and I can plot plastic strain, and then other components such as X stress, normal stress, and such. And if I want to do a plot of energies, I can go to history, and then I can plot kinetic energy, internal and total energy. So I can get an energy plot of how the deformation took place and how the energies are distributed and everything. And further I can also plot rigid body velocity, acceleration, resultant rigid body acceleration and such. So I plot all of these, and these are the main options that I can use to post-process my analysis. So essentially in this video we saw how to do a ball drop analysis using ANSYS ls-dyna student version, and how to set everything up and process it. This concludes our video. Thank you.